Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Latest IRCC Processing Times, and it is a good news for PNP applicants and for the work permit applicants. But stay tuned so that you know about the processing times across all streams and you have the right information. Okay, so this information was updated on 4th of October 2022, and you know that there are three major categories that I talk about. One is the economic immigration, one is the family sponsorship, and one is the temporary residents. Okay, so let's start with economic immigration, and for PNP we have good news. So PNP programs that are base PNP programs that are not linked with express entry profiles, their processing time has improved by 1 month. Previously it was 24 months and now it is 23 months. Okay, and apart from these base PNP programs, the PNP programs which are linked with your express entry profile, their processing time has also increased, rather improved. The processing time improved, and now it is only 15 months. Previously it was 16 months. Okay, so in the PNP categories we see some improvement. Okay, if we talk about CEC, then CEC has taken a hit. Okay, previously it was 15 months, but now it is 17 months as of today. Last week's processing times were issued on 28th of September. So within these 7 days, the processing time for CEC candidates, CEC applicants, has increased by 2 months, which is not such a great news. FSW stands there, but FST, the Federal Skilled Trades, their processing time has increased, and by 3 months. Previously it was taking 43 months, and now it will take more time, and 47 months is the current processing time. Whereas Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program before March 2022, this program is seeing now some improvements. Previously the processing time was 18 months. Now it is reduced down to 15 months. So hopefully soon the backlog for Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program will be cleared, and we'll start seeing the processing times of the Atlantic Immigration Permanent Pathway. Okay, now let's talk about the family sponsorships. And if your spouse, if you have a spousal sponsorship for Outland, that is 22 months improved by 1 month. Then if you have PGP, parents and grandparents, that has increased. I mean, it will be delayed further 1 month. Now come back to the interesting temporary resident visas as well, because most of you are interested in knowing about work permits and the study permits. Okay, so if you are applying for work permit, then the processing time has increased by 3 weeks. But keep in mind, the processing time increased because they prioritized applications. Okay, I made a video that if your NOC code is in the healthcare category and the caregiver category, then your processing time is 21 weeks, your work permit's processing time. Otherwise, your work permit will not be processed in this year, rather it will be processed next year. So you can expect delays if your occupation is not into one of those priority occupations. Okay, I made a video about it, so you can watch that. Now let's talk about study permits. Study permits is almost same, 13 weeks previously, 13 weeks right now. Visitor visa from India is same, but for Pakistan 1 day improvement. Then super visa for your parents. Super visa is for your parents when you have like worked in Canada for like 1 year. Then you can apply for super visa after you have a credit rating and you have contributed to the economy by paying taxes. Then you can apply for the super visa. So super visa is getting more further delayed. 38 days was the previous timeline. Now it is 51 days. So all in all, this is a good news for PNP applicants and a bad news for CEC applicants. But keep in mind that these processing times are for the previous applications, applications that have already been processed. Okay, this processing time is not applicable to the newer applications. For example, if you're submitting your application today, and by the way, express entry profile or creating an expression of interest for any PNP program is not an application. So after ITA, when you submit your application now, you should expect 6 months standard processing time. These 15 months, 16 months, 23 months these are all for the older application. Okay, so with these words, this is Ali Iftikhar, and I'm hoping great things are coming your way.